I wanted to tell you a little bit about the Super Bowl and my story with the Super Bowl. So let's switch to the guys for a second for a little bit here. The Super Bowl, I grew up with three brothers, y'all. Three brothers. And I grew up with their, socks everywhere and Sega controllers lying all over the house and petty fights and all of that stuff, and Grand Theft Auto and whatever, 2K3, whatever, football, video games, whatever. And growing up, I was always around sports, and my dad also really, really emphasized sports. He made us all play sports. I wiggled out of it because I was always the artistic one, but my sisters, brothers, they're all really great at football, soccer, basketball, you name it. I did soccer for some time. Eventually, I was able to weasel my little way on out of it. I went into ballet, it was, his excuse to basically be like, it's sport adjacent, But this is just all to say that I know sports, but I don't know sports. You know what I mean? It's like I grew up around it, but I don't know it. But then sometimes when I look at it, if I'm sitting down and I see it, I start to really, really get into it. And my husband was like sort of getting into it with me. He had to be to work the next day. And you guys know that I work from home. I work in advertising, so I can set my own hours. But he actually works in construction. So he had to be at work the next day. And he's up with me till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning talking to him. Waking up in the middle of his sleep, like, did they score? Did they score? I'm like, go to sleep. But that is how close and tense this game was. It just seemed like it was a lot of defense, and it wasn't much happening. But then there would just be a score like that or a touchdown like that. And it'd be like, wait, what? So when they actually won, when the Chiefs actually won, either I was half asleep and I'm just like dozing off, and I was like, what? But it was really great to see Taylor Swift out there cheering for her man the whole time. PatrickMahomes, I just love his energy. I love his energy so much. Reminds me so much of my nephew. He just seems like good people, and he also is talented, but he's humble. I like the energy of the coach. From the beginning, I just felt like I was rooting for the underdogs, but in a way I was rooting for the Chiefs because, my team is the Falcons, and the Falcons, we won't even go there. We won't even go there. No. We won't go there. But, I was rooting for them. Travis Kelce, I really, really like his energy as well. I told my husband after the game, I said he got his girl, because it just seems like there's so much on the stakes with this, celebrity lifestyle. It's like, they can't just be happy and be happy. It's like, oh, there's this pressure there. And I sense this pressure there. I also really like the speech of Mecole Hardman Jr. I hope I pronounce his name. Is it Mecole or Mecole? He basically almost blacked out. I feel like we cannot forget about him. We tend to forget about our strong black men. They are often the ones, behind the background, not really asking for any thanks. But he is the one who scored that final touchdown. So let's not forget about him. He said he basically blacked out when that happened. But they worked really, really hard. I was really, really proud to see it. The halftime show. Oh my God, guys. The halftime show. How epic was that? Usher, Ludacris, first of all, Atlanta, Lil Jon, and I gotta say this, Alicia Keys and Usher, they have wonderful chemistry. I loved her red train. Did you guys see that red train that sort of snapped off? It was wonderful to see them representing the city I grew up in, Atlanta, there at the Super Bowl. Usher has such a wide portfolio of work. Did you guys take a listen to that? And he didn't even get to cover. That wasn't even a scratch on the surface of all the hits he has put out there. And child somehow has still managed to be positive, a positive person. And even embracing in his faults, I remember in the early 2000s or 2010s, I can't remember exactly when, but the scandal of him and this affair, when he got his side piece pregnant and, what was it, Chili from TLC and all that drama, but he somehow has managed to work through it and to show, hey, I'm human, I make mistakes, but I still can continue to be there for my community. I can still continue to live up to my dreams and my goals and in my inspiration. I was so absolutely proud of him. I also have to say, the roller skates. The roller skates, guys. This right here is so Atlanta. As someone who grew up going to Golden Glide roller skating rink with my family, my dad. Y'all, honey, my dad grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. Read a little bit about my book, you'll know. He grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, boogieing and jigging and boogieing. That's how he got my mom, all that stuff. But my dad was an excellent roller skater, just like that, you know. And I just, seeing Usher on those roller skates brought back all these memories of my childhood. Just seeing my dad like a superhero doing all these jumps and flips and twists and turns, looking like Lil Bow Wow and roll bounce. I mean, it was so many feels. There were so many feels in that halftime show. I thought it was hilarious where there was a little disclaimer before the show of like, may include gyrating, bumping and grinding, fights with your partner. I was like, y'all too crazy. That brought me back to, what was it, Tom from the Boondocks when Usher makes that cameo. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments.
Will you dare to love?
Check out my book, Millennial and Gen Z Guide to Marriage, Love in the Age of Lies, Deception, and Mistrust. Peer to peer, I will journey with you in the pitfalls, love, laughter, and even in the pains that come with marriage. Despite the bad PR, I believe our generations shouldn't give up on love just yet. This book will make you look at millennial and Gen Z marriage, life, and love with a refreshing new lens. This is our time. Compared to baby boomers and Gen Xers, millennials and Gen Z are getting married less, buying homes later, and suffering poverty more. Whether you've got a bit of hope or you need some hope desperately, here are all the tips and tricks taken from my own experience and my own millennial marriage. You'll grow in love and happiness when you apply them across marriage, other relationships, your career, health, and every aspect of your life. Millennial and Gen Z Guide to Marriage, Love in the Age of Lies, Deception, and Mistrust is available now on Amazon. I'm so happy you're on this journey with me. Let's get started. Order your copy today.